Few minutes. But back to the papers with Duncan and Louise as we take a look at the Observer next, the front page, and it's got more on the Jimmy Savile story, revealed how Savile abused up to 1,000 on BBC premises, and here's the key element: executives knew of attacks, says a report. Yeah.
So this is an inquiry that's been led by Dame Janet Smith, who has previously led inquiries into things like the Dr. Harold Shipman case. Yeah. And in her report, she says the true number of victims may never even be known, but his behaviour had been recognised by BBC executives who took no action. And I just think, I mean, this story has shocked ever since it broke, but the fact that up to 1,000 victims on BBC premises alone is just...
Why has it taken so long for this to come out in dribs and drabs? Why didn't the BBC actually say, well, this is what we understand, we couldn't prove it at the time, but our records show this?
It's difficult. It's a large organisation, isn't it? I think there are a lot of people. I mean, there's a comment here from a guy called Peter Saunders, who's Chief Executive of the National Association for People Abused in Childhood. And he talks here about speaking to someone at the BBC in Manchester and Salford who said, we knew about Stuart Hall, for example. And, you know, this idea that there are up to 1,000 people on BBC premises and people knew about what was going on, it makes you wonder. I mean, it's the unpalatable question, how many people knew? And why did they think they couldn't say something?
Well, let's just remind people that Dame Janet Smith, of course, is a former Court of Appeal judge, and it's interesting here that one of the lawyers involved, Liz Dux, representing 74 of the victims, said that Smith had been forensic in her examination of witnesses, and her report likely caused serious concerns for those at the top of the organisation. That's quite a damning comment, isn't it?
And they've had, I think they've been shocked as well by the number of testimonies that they've received. So this inquiry alone is going to take a month longer than they thought it would do, because they've got so many stories to check out.
Yeah, and I mean, one reflects that, of course, the corporation had a duty of care for all those people that came onto its premises, a legal duty of care. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see how that is enforced, if indeed they are found to be negligent in any kind of way. Let's move to the Indie on Sunday. You've got